welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Princewill Chuka, and in this video, I'm going to be answering a very important question for your business. So, if you're trying to grow your business and you're at the point where you're wondering how much should a lead cost me to grow my business, because for the kind of businesses that this will be very important for are the kind of businesses that need leads, right, to grow. Okay, so if you're trying to increase revenue in your business and you want to get as much leads as possible, you now want to find out what is the maximum that every lead should be costing me for me to stay profitable. So you can explore all the options that are available to you. Okay, so this is going to make a lot of sense for you if you own a digital product that you're trying to sell on the internet, or you own a physical product that you sell by generating leads that you in turn convert into customers, or you sell real estate, right? Or you are an affiliate marketer. That means you sell digital products that are owned by other people and you earn commissions from that. So it means the people in this type of businesses, they grow their businesses by getting as much leads as possible. So you want to find out how much is the maximum that a lead should cost me. Okay, so in the course of really breaking down how you should think about this, there are some terms we're going to throw around, and I want to make sure that you understand what they mean, right? Terms like gross revenue, net profit or loss, net profit margin percentage, and ad spend, right? In a bit, I'm going to break down what these terms mean and how they relate to your business and how they relate to the cost of every lead that you get. Okay, now gross revenue is going to mean the total revenue generated by a business without deducting any expenses and losses, right? So if you sell a product and 20 people buy your 50k product, that is 1 million, right? So that 1 million naira that 20 people paid 50,000 naira each for your product put together is called your gross revenue, right? That whole sum is called your gross revenue without deducting any fees or expenses or losses from it. The entire sum of 1 million naira is your gross revenue. Okay, now net profit or loss is the difference between the gross profit or loss and the total indirect income or expenses of a business, right? So to break it down, for instance, the example that I gave, you sell a product that is worth 50,000 naira and then 20 people pay for it. That's 1 million, right? But then that product cost you, say, 10,000 naira to create. You also spent maybe 200,000 naira on ads. You also have rent to pay. You have fees and subscriptions to pay, right? So all of these expenses, right, including the cost of goods, the expenses, will now go out of the 1 million naira, and the remaining amount is your net profit. That's literally the only profit that you can claim as pure profit, right? So it's mathematically is gross revenue minus expenses. That's how you arrive at net profit. Clear? Okay. Now, net profit margin percentage is typically net profit expressed as a percentage, right? It's just your net profit expressed as a percentage. Now it's going to mean net profit divided by your gross revenue times 100. That's how you calculate your net profit margin percentage, right? So if you run a business that is a 50% net profit margin percentage, has 50% net profit margin percentage, it means that for every income that comes in, 50% of it is pure profit. That's what it means. It means all the expenses, cost of goods, ads, fees, everything just consumes only 50% of the gross revenue. Okay? All right. Now, before you go ahead to find out, how much is going to be the maximum that every lead will cost you. There are two things you need to know about your current business. So, you either have to decide what numbers you want those things to be, or if you've been running your business for a while already, you need to go and look at your books, your numbers, and find out what these numbers are. So the first number you need to find out is what your current net profit margin percentage is. You need to know what that number is. So once you know that number, it would help you, right, decide if you want to improve it, if you're fine with how it is, and you're also going to note what the relationship between that number and what your maximum cost per lead is going to be. Okay. Second thing you also need to find out is your current conversion rates. So whatever business that you're in, digital products, physical products, real estate, you're an affiliate marketer for either a digital product or a physical product, you need to find out at what rate are you converting the leads that you get into actual buyers, right? So if you get 100 leads, how many of them become buyers for the product? Very important, right? If you get 100 leads in the course of 30 days, how many of them eventually buy? 10, 2, 5? You need to know what that number is, right? So if you make, one sale out of every 100 leads, it means you have a 1% conversion rate, right? If you make 2 sales out of every 100 leads, it means you have a 2% conversion rate. Now, there's no number that is terrible, right? It's only terrible when you do not know what the number is. So first, you need to know what the number is, right? So that takes me to my next point. So, still explaining what net profit margin percentage is. So for instance, you have a 50% net profit business and a 1% conversion rate. This would mean that if you spend 100,000 naira on ads in a month, right, and you make 200,000 naira within that month in sales, right, your net profit is going to mean 200k, your gross revenue, minus the 100k that you spent on ads, and the balance is going to be 100,000 naira. So it means your net profit is 100k. Okay, and to calculate your net profit percentage is going to mean the net profit, that is 100k, divided by the gross revenue, which is 200k, times 100. That would give you 50%. So that's how you calculate this thing. So you need to go and find out what these numbers are for your business. Now to go deep and explain what conversion rate means, for your business. When you generate 100 leads in a month and one of them converts for your offer, that means that 1 out of 100 is your conversion rate, right? And that means 1%. Okay. Now, if you sell a product that gives you 30,000 naira per sale, for instance, now each time someone pays for the product, you earn 30,000 naira, right? So if you have a 1% conversion rate, like these are assumptions, you need to take them and change them to what it is for your business. So if you have a 1% conversion rate, that would mean that if you generate 100 leads, at least one of them would convert into a customer. That means for every 100 leads that you generate, right, in the short term, you would make at least 30,000 naira, right? So let's say you've also now decided that, look, I want to run a 50% net profit margin business. I want to run a 40% net profit margin business, right? So that means that we're using 50% as the example now. So that means that half of the revenue that you made from that sale has to be profit. And you made at least 30,000 naira from 100 leads. Remember? So that means that half of that revenue has to be profit, right? So it means that you can only afford to spend 15,000 naira to generate 100 leads, right? So if 100 leads would cost you 15,000 naira, one lead should cost you no more than 150 naira. Okay, so that's exactly how I'm able to know exactly how much each lead should cost me. So in this scenario of somebody who makes 30,000 naira per sale, has a 50% net profits, who's gone in for 50% net profits in their business and has a 1% conversion rate, now they know that they cannot afford to spend more than 150 naira generating a lead with their paid ads, right? So this is how you're able to know what the maximum that any lead should cost you. Now, some things can change, okay? All this isn't set in stone. Now, you may never be able to bring down your cost per lead to a certain amount. So if you do this extrapolation for your own business and you find out that, oh, all right, in order to create a 70% net profit for my business, I need to generate leads no more than 17 naira, right? It may not be possible for your business given the cost of ads, given the average cost of ads that the platforms you're advertising on are willing to optimize for, right? So there are two things you can change. You can either improve the conversion rate of your funnel from 1% to 2% to 3%, and so on, right? Also, you can also reduce your target net profit, margin to a more realistic amount, right? So if gunning for 50%, 60% is unrealistic, you can reduce the amount so it allows you to make lesser net profits and be able to spend more to acquire each lead. At the end of the day, it's a business and you need to know what numbers you're willing to sacrifice at the end of the day to build a profitable business. I mean, 50% net profit is a hell of a rock star business, right? So if you have any questions from this, just leave them in the comments. I promise to respond as soon as possible, and I promise to drop more videos like this. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and tell me what you want to see in the next video as well. I'm going to share all of this with you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can see when the next video drops. Catch you later.